to 7th Standard Online Class Mathematics Chapter 5 Part 2. In the previous class, we have learnt about adjacent angles, linear pair of angles and vertically opposite angles, right? We just quickly recall the definitions of the angles. We move on to our first definition is adjacent angles. Two angles which have a common vertex and a common arm whose interiors do not overlap are called adjacent angles. We move on to our second definition, linear pair of angles. The adjacent angle that are supplementary lead us to a pair of angles that lie on a straight line. And the pair of angles are called a linear pair of angles, right? Yes. We move on to our third definition is vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect each other, a two pair of non-adjacent angles formed is called a vertically opposite angles, right? Yes. Let's move on to our exercise sums. In previous class, we solved by exercise sums up to 7th one, right? Yes. In today's class, we solve a remaining exercise problems. Move on to our 8th sum. In the given figure, identify the first subdivision any two pairs of adjacent angles and the second subdivision two pairs of vertically opposite angles. See, in this figure we are going to find the pair of adjacent angles and pair of vertically opposite angles, right? Let's move on to our solution. First subdivision is the two pairs of adjacent angles are. In the previous class, we learnt about how to find the pair of adjacent angles, right? So, first step, we are going to find the common vertex. So, see here, the common vertex is Q, right? So, the first angle is angle PQT is a pair of angle PQU. Shall we write? Angle PQT is a pair of angle PQU. The second pair is angle TQS is a pair of angle SQR. So, angle TQS pair of and SQR. Okay students, let's move on to our second subdivision. The two pairs of vertically opposite angles are, see here, the angle TQU is vertically opposite to angle TSR. So, just mark angle. Yes, shall we write now? Angle PQU is vertically opposite to angle TSR. And next, angle PQT is vertically opposite to angle UQR. So, you mark angle. Angle PQT is vertically opposite to angle UQR. Are you clear, students? Move on to our 9th sum. The angles at the point are x degree, 2x degree, 3x degree, 4x degree and 5x degree. Find the value of the largest angle. See, in this question, we are going to find the largest angle, right? Let's move on to our solution. We know that the angles at the point means, we know that the sum of the angles at the point is 360 degree, right? So, given that the angles at the point are x degree, 2x degree, 3x degree, 4x degree and 5x degree. Now, we are going to add the angles at the point equal to sum of the angles at the point is 360 degree. Now, we are going to add, see, therefore, we are going to add the angles. So, add equal to this 360 degree. When we add, we will get 15x degree equal to 360 degree. We want to calculate x. So keep x axis as 360 degree. The 15 we move on to right side will become division. So shall we divide now? 15 ones are 15. Here 15 twos are 30, right? So 2. Balance we have 6. So 15 fours are 60. So 24. Therefore x degree equal to 24. See here, find the value of the largest angle. See in this point, the largest angle is 5x degree. Very good. The largest angle is 5x degree. Now we find the x degree, right? When we substitute the x degree in this angle, and we will get the largest angle. So shall we substitute now? The 5x degree means 5 into x is 24 degree. So equal to 5 into 24 we will get 120 degree. Finally, the largest angle is 120 degree. Are you clear, students? Let's move on to our next question. Move on to our 10th sum. From the given figure, find the missing angles. See, this is a given figure. We are going to find the missing angle is x. Let's move on to our solution. Given that the lines PR and SQ are intersecting at the point O, right? Therefore, this is look like a vertically opposite angles, right? So in the definition, we already learned that the vertically opposite angles are equal. So therefore the x degree is 105 degree. X degree equal to 105 degree. Finally, the missing angle is 105 degree. Are you clear, students? Let's move on to our 11th sum. Find the angles x degree and y degree in the figure shown. See, this is a figure. We want to find the angle x and y. Let's move on to our solution. First we will consider the line M. See, this is look like a linear pair of angles, right? Only we will consider the M. This is look like a linear pair. See, in the previous class we have learned that the linear pair definition is want to add the two adjacent angles is equal to the sum of the angle. So the two adjacent angle is x degree and plus 3x degree equal to the sum of the angle is 180 degree. Shall we add now? X degree plus 3x degree is 4x degree equal to 180 degree. X degree equal to 180 divided by 4. We will get, shall we cancel it now? 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16, balance we have 2, so 4 fives are 20, right? So 45. Therefore, x degree equal to 45 degree. Now we will get x degree equal to 45 degree, right? Yes, we move on to next angle is y degree. See, from this figure, a 3x degree is vertically opposite to y degree, right? So this is the opposite angles. So 3x degree and y degree are vertically opposite angles. So they are equal. Equal means 3x degree is equal to y degree. 3 into the x degree is 45 degree. So we will multiply the two values. 3 into 45 degree equal to y degree. When we multiply the two angles, we will get 135 degree. Finally, the y degree equal to 135. Yes, now we find the x value and y value, right? Okay. Yes, we come to our last sum. 12th one. Using the figure, answer the following questions. First subdivision, what is the measure of angle x degree? And second subdivision, what is the measure of angle y degree? See, in this question, we are going to find the angle x degree and y degree, right? Okay, let's move on to our solution. From this figure, see that x degree and 125 degree are vertically opposite, right? So, the first subdivision, x degree and 125 degree are vertically opposite angles. So, they are equal, right? So, therefore, x degree equal to 125 degree. Finally, the measure of angle x degree is 125 degree. Let's move on to our second subdivision. What is the measure of angle y degree? See, in this figure, a y degree and 125 degrees look like a linear pair of angles, right? In the previous class, we learned that we want to add the two angles equal to the sum of the angle 180 degree. Now we are going to add the two angles y degree plus 125 degree equal to 180 degree. So we want to find y degree, right? So y degree, keep it as it as. So 180 degree, the 125 move on to a right side will become minus. So minus 125. Finally, y degree equal to 55 degree. Finally, the measure of angle y degree is 55 degree. Are you clear, students? Dear students, now let us quickly recall the basis what we have seen in this class. We move on to our first question. Define vertically opposite angles. Anyone, students? Very good. When two lines intersect each other, two pairs of adjacent angles formed are called vertically opposite angles. Good. Move on to our second question. Give two more examples for vertically opposite angles. Very good. A wheel and column are vertically opposite to each other, right? Yes. Now we come to our end of this section is homework. See here we have a homework sums from the exercise 5.1. In the given figure, identify, write any two pairs of adjacent angles. In this figure, we are going to identify the pair of adjacent angles, right? Okay. Note, first one, copy the problems in your classwork note. Do the homework sums and submit in the Google Classroom. After doing the homework sums, please take a photo, send it in the GCR. If you have not joined in the GCR, join soon. Follow these instructions, students, if you can join easily. Thank you.